All right, guys, these are your channel messages for the collective for the 18th through the 24th of November, 2024. But the messages are timeless. Whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get it. Just so you know, I had already shuffled, which is why I stopped, because I'm like, why am I reshuffling? Like, I already had the cards ready to go, but apparently there was another. Nothing's a coincidence, so we'll see. That was the card description. Why did I not take these out? What's happening today? It's the full moon energy. So just so you know, these are the two the deck description cards that came out. Okay. What is happening? Okay. Okie dokie. So the first card that came out on its own is Enough is Enough. Crossed lines, fed up, out of alignment, divine intervention. And then the rest of the cards I'm just going to show and then go with it. It's a vibe. You just feel, know something, good or bad. Vibes give insight to the things that we can't physically see. Anything that moves your soul is a vibe. Trust the vibes. You have everything you need inside of you, really. You don't need anything external to you to complete you, make you happy, have peace, inspiration, creativity, or guidance. Go within, sit in solitude, and tune in to find what you seek. A wealth of knowledge is within yourself, waiting to be discovered. Use what you've learned to help others now. Lessons learned, time to put them to use. Help guide and lead others. This has been training for your destiny and wishes. Use your gifts, intuition, and source to lead you to your success. Freedom. You're entering your season of freedom. Embrace the changes. Give yourself some huge credit. You're killing it. Reflect on how far you've come. Celebrate your growth and all you've overcome and accomplished thus far. Stop being so hard on yourself. Be proud of yourself. You're killing it. Really. It feels like there's this realignment. I just want to say the word realignment that's happening right now. You see the 1, 2, 3 is what I'm being drawn to the most here. 1, 2, 3 numerology wise is steps taken upon one's progression along one's life path or your destined path. And it feels like in order for this to happen, this realignment, recalibration, and is what they're showing, this recalibration, realignment, realigning you to your destined timeline is taking place right now. And anything that was or is out of alignment is either being removed or like I said, recalibrated, adjusted, realigned, both within and external to you. So if there is anything internally within you that is out of alignment, if you are out of alignment in any way, there is this balancing of the equilibrium, coming back to your ground zero, your homeostasis, this balancing your light and dark, your masculine, your feminine, your yin, your yang, your, what is this? Oh, that it's the bar. They're showing me the bar, that you use in construction for leveling, where the bubble is getting back into the middle, right? Like it's kind of going this way and that way. You're coming back into this middle ground, your homeostasis. And anything that feels off or not right or for you, again, both internally and externally, the universe is fixing, realigning. And you are meant to just be doing and going with what feels right and good and true for you. Trusting the vibes, trusting where these feelings take you, trusting where you're being led, trusting the feelings about people, places, things, situations, environments, choices, decisions, all of these things. Your biggest task right now is this. It's trusting the vibes. It's trusting the feelings that you're getting about people, places, and things, because it's not going to steer you wrong. It's super important that you are allowing your heart to stay open, because that's what is guiding you, that's what is leading you, that is what I mean, it's your sonar system. I say it so frequently, it's what I call it. It is your sonar system that is literally pinging you and everything to you, to the things that you need, and to the people, places, and things that are for you, right? So you have to be able to trust the feelings that you're getting, and keep your heart open to allow yourself to be able to receive the transmissions that you're getting, that are trying to come to you or that are coming to you through your sonar system. But it requires you to keep your heart open and to feel the feelings that you're feeling. Say that 3 times fast. But to just to feel, it just feels like you just this just seems like a struggle. You have to feel. I don't know if maybe it's different. I'm trying to separate the energies here from like what's most prominent, what's most potent in this. It feels like the majority of it is that a lot of people just don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to feel the feelings. They don't want to show any weakness. and it's really kind of effing you, like, because it's where we're at now as a planet, as a whole. It's it's entirely energy based, feeling based, where the old world and the old way of existence was just like up here. It was like no feelings, very much this like like toxic masculine mentality view, and we're very quickly like abandoning ship on that. Not everyone, it's a choice, but like the way over here is all heart, it's all energy, it's all feelings, and it's all having to keep your heart open and being vulnerable. 1111 was just on the clock. In order for your wishes and manifestations to come into you, that's how you get it, is by being vulnerable, by having the open heart, by acknowledging your feelings and emotions, and trusting the vibes, and allowing yourself to trust and follow your feelings to the things that you aren't able to physically see, because it feels like, because you whoever this group, this conglomerate of energy that I'm tapping to right now, it feels like if you can't see it and touch it and put a tag and a label on it, it's just like a no for you. Like you're just not, like, not comprehending, you're not even allowing yourself to go there with it, and it's effing you. I'm telling you now, it's really effing you. You have to let that go if your desire is to ascend and to be a part of the new mindset, the new frequency, the new world, the new way of thinking, being, doing, acting, breathing, existing. Over here is a requirement in order to consistently exist over here, to kind of proverbial walk by faith and not by sight. I mean, that's just, for lack of better words here, that's what it is. And if you're still up here with, again, having to try to like logic and sleuth out things, all head no heart kind of scenario, you're going to frequently hit up against this wall of resistance, this wall of stagnancy, this wall of like spinning your wheels and getting nowhere. I am being very loudly guided to say that once more, the old way of doing things, that you did them in the old world, do not and will not work any longer. That system is outdated and will no longer be receiving any more further updates. So if you're still on that old system, it is null and void, and you you the systems are not compatible. So if even if you have this desire to be here in the new world, in the new way of thinking and existing, but you're still operating here on the old system and way of doing things, like you're still going to be in this, like, what do they call it scientifically here, line? Can somebody give me the line? I frequently do that. I'm like, can somebody give me the line? Like I'm on a theater. what is the scientific term? The firmament. Firmament. Thank you. It's like you're still going to be here, like in the metaphorical firmament, trying to break through the barrier and getting nowhere, right? Because it's not compatible. It's not compatible. So you you got to make the you got to make the change over here. Like you just got to you got to switch systems. And switching the systems means that you are now moving from the outdated system of head to the new system of heart. But if you don't have the heart open, you're still not going to be able to like access the system. So it's almost like you, while you're here in this firmament zone, this buffer zone, the 4D space, if you will, while you're in the stagnancy, at some point you're gonna get tired of being like, why is nothing working for me? And you'll reach the point of acceptance of saying, enough is enough. I can't make this. I can't make this shit up. Like literally, this is they on fire. It did, yo, and also the card that's at the bottom of the deck. They're tying this shit in effortlessly. This seems oddly familiar. It's giving deja vu vibes, recognizing patterns, make a different choice, evolve or repeat, connecting the dots, figure out why this is occurring and what options you had to change. You're not stuck or trapped. And it and it's exactly this that I'm trying to give you the example of. Like eventually you're gonna get tired while you're in this like stagnant zone in the firmament, in the 4D, whatever you want to call it, in this void space, smacking up against the wall. You're gonna have to choose whether you're going to evolve or repeat. And if you choose to repeat, you're going to be stuck in the outdated system where you can't go, you can go no further. Like you've tapped out, you have capped out, like you've plateaued. There is no more growth. Like that's just it. And not only that, like it's not sustainable anymore, which means that where you're at there, like well, it's almost like buying a BMW. The moment that you drive it off the lot, like it loses all the all depreciate. It depreciates in like an instant, or like a Mercedes. As soon as you drive that car off the lot, it is gone. Like there is no, it doesn't like go up in value. There is no ascending. There is no like next level growth. There is no like building up from there. It only goes down. And it's kind of like this. If you choose to stay, if you choose to repeat, you are choosing to stay stagnant and depreciate essentially, because nothing is getting poured back into this in order for it to grow, right? So you're you literally have everything that you need within you to do this level up, this grand culmination of things that are wanting to take place. But again, leaving out of this message for this whatever group this is that I've been tapped into for the longest, you just need to make the choice internally whether or not you want to trust the feelings that you're getting and follow this path, right? Like it seems like this group is here on the very like smooth paved out path, but like nobody's there anymore because it's like a desolate land now. You're gonna have to join this trek and go on the not paved bumpy path through the forest and the thickets with everyone, but at least others are there. And if you're wanting to do that, it's going to require you to make a change. Anyways, I'm getting out of that particular group and moving on to the rest of the things. For the ones who have already gone on this path, you're now being guided more than ever. Now is the time to be in your power and giving the advice and the guidance and the support and tools to those who will be joining this new path, right? You are meant to be using your experiences and the things that you've gone through to help others, right? We're moving from this whole thing of like of we're moving into this knowledge based, experience based era where people are going to want people who have experienced the things that they are coming to you for guidance on, right? So like your knowledge and experiences and your traumas and your past things that you have literally dealt with, and they can look and say, hey, this person has gone through some shit, like, and I see it, like, hey, they absolutely know what I've gone through. You're meant to be using the things that you ultimately, you were like the phoenix, forged in fire from, to guide and help and lead others that are going through these same things or will be, because it's rite of passage. There are so many people that are going to be going through the same thing, like, again, the forging of the fire, going through the fire, walking that path, climbing that Jacob's ladder to get those, to get the stamps of approval. And their teachers and guides and people that have the experience, the wisdom and knowledge of the things that they will be going through are going to be needed at every, and I hate saying this word, level, but every stop, right? Every checkpoint along the climb, along the ascension path. There's going to need to be teachers and guides and leads and people with the experiences and know-how to kind of like flash the signal, point the light in this darkness, because it's dark. Again, you're coming from the Mariana Trench. There's nothing, there's no light that gets down there. You're having to, these checkpoints are like the bioluminescent fish down in the Mariana Trench that have to light up the path for these people to navigate through on this journey, right? Because you've done the things. This is just a call and a PSA to everyone who has these gifts and abilities. Like, the time is now that you are meant to talk about and share your experiences, regardless how painful or traumatic they may be, because people are going to want to know that you get them, that they can trust you, especially because they're coming out of the old world of everything being just kind of a lie and deceptive and all the things, right? So it's almost like these people are coming to you with massive PTSD and massive trust issues, and they're going to want to know that you're a real one. You have that experience. You have those gifts and abilities that they can trust, and feel comfortable and seen and understood because you've gone through it. All right, so that's where we're at with that, and I just want to stress the importance of that for everyone. But beyond that, we are now, a lot of us, entering our season of freedom, but there's a lot that's changing. I said this in a couple of videos back, or the last two videos, of the time of now, from November to, I think the end of January, beginning of February. It's a lot of changes, that are taking place, but it is for your highest good, purpose, self, destiny, and timeline. And you are meant to just embrace these changes and embrace the things that are happening and embrace the people, places, and things that are coming in and out of your life, whatever the case may be. Because, again, as I said at the very beginning, there is this grand realignment, recalibration that is taking place to get you on your highest timeline and make sure that only the things that are on that highest timeline are the best things. And last but very not least is celebrate your wins. Please celebrate. You don't give yourself credit frequently. And the things that you are doing, the things that you have done, the things that you will do, all the things, right, should be celebrated. And I feel like I need to say this as well. You don't have to do everything in one sitting. Like, don't, you can't do the 80-20 thing. Do the 80-20 thing. You know, you you can't push yourself to do something faster or slower. It doesn't matter. You can spend all day pouring into a project or an event or a task and still get the same amount of things done, because that's just how it's supposed to divinely be. Whatever is happening for you is going to happen on a divinely unfolded timeline at a precise time. Like, it's not going to happen any faster or slower. You can't do anything to manipulate it to happen any faster or slower. The only thing that you can do is like surrender to the process, trust the feelings, and trust your intuition to take the actions, to do things when you're guided to do things, but also listen to your intuition when you're guided to stop. That's the thing that I feel like you're struggling with, is when they're telling you, okay, enough for the day, and cut it off there and then go do something else, because otherwise you're like entering danger zone of burnout, and then you're no good to anybody. You're no good to yourself. You're no good to the collective when you're, like down for the count for months on months. So please just listen to yourself and give yourself some huge credit, because you are killing it. You're doing so much at one time. But like, I just feel like you just don't think that you're doing as much as you are, because again, we're coming out of this thing of not being able to fully see, like on the grand zoomed out scale, all the things that we've been doing come together at once in the physical. But if you could see, I feel like you would give yourself a much bigger break and give yourself a lot more credit than what you are and have been doing. So please give yourself some huge credit. The things that you have overcome, the things that you are doing, the things that you have accomplished, the things that you are creating, the things that you have created. Even if nobody on the outside has ever said it to you, you are killing it. And trust and believe that people on the outside, they're seeing it, they're shocked, they're amazed, they're shooketh, they're mind blown over your strength and your resilience and your courage and your ability to keep going and creating and producing, right? It's admirable, but you have got to remember to stop and take a break and rest and listen to your guidance when you're being told you've done enough, right? So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. And remember that you can book a session with me or get a one-on-one guidance package with me, a 369 week, or all the other things that I offer. So much is changing with me and the things that I'm doing and offering for the highest good of all right now, as mentioned here. But beyond that, all the things will be found in the description box below, along with the V Squad Oracle deck if interested. Until next time, I'll see you. V Squad.